Another example where we have to use properties of exponents, but this time the exponents are going to be fractions. That's not going to change how we approach things. Whatever we're being asked to do, we'll do one thing lower in the order of operations. In this case, we are being asked to divide. So when it comes to the exponents, we're going to go ahead and subtract those. But that's just for the exponents, of course. So this 10 over 15, these are not exponents, these are coefficients. We're going to treat that like a normal fraction, and we're just going to try and reduce it. These have a common factor of 5. So the 10 over 15, if I divide both these by 5, becomes 2 over 3. One thing I'll mention is if you're not the best at reducing fractions, then you definitely can use your calculator for that and just put that fraction in there as it stands, 10 divided by 15, and use that math fraction button to get the reduced fraction, if that's the kind of thing that makes you nervous. As far as his other parts go, with the exponents, we're going to go ahead and subtract those. And it's always the upper fraction, or the upper exponent minus the lower. X to the upper is 5/3 minus 4/3. And then we'd have y to the 1/5 minus 7/5. And again, if I know how to do fractions by hand, I'll go ahead and do that. But if I want to use the calculator, use the division button to get the fraction in there. 5 divided by 3 minus 4 divided by 3. Math frac gives us a 1/3, and then 1 divided by 5 minus 7 divided by 5 to give negative 6/5. So this power will be 1/3, this will be negative 6/5. And of course we cannot leave a negative exponent in a problem like that, so this part will have to bump down to the bottom. 2x to the 1/3, 3y to the 6/5 will be my final answer. Moving on to example 8, we are being asked to use an exponent, and so that means we're going to go ahead and multiply exponents. This 2 is not an exponent, it's a coefficient. So I'll take 2 to the 7th power, which it's not 14. It's going to be, well, whatever 2 to the 7th is. I'll use this button to get 7th power and find the large number of 128. And then it'll be x to the 5/3 times 7, y to the negative 1/6 times 7. I can use a calculator to figure these out as well. Same process. If you do that, you'll find that x will be to the 35/3 power, and y will be to the negative 7/6 power. And I cannot leave a negative exponent, so my final answer, this will have to pop to the bottom. So 128 over x times x to the 35/3 on top, and then the bottom will be y to the 7/6. So we're just trying really hard to make sure that we don't worry too much about what the numbers are we're working with. It's just what you're doing with them. So if you're asked to multiply, you'll add exponents. If you're asked to divide, you'll subtract exponents. If you're taking a power to a power, you'll multiply. Good luck.